Okay, you have a case that you have to copy in this folder, which is contained in the document, preparation, and the video files into a multiple folder that have the prefix number. So for example, let's copy this and then paste, and then rename it to projects 2, paste again, rename it to project 3, and paste again, rename it to project 4. And you have to do until the project 1000. That will be suffering for you. So there is a simple way to do this using a Python. So the Python can copy the file automatically for you and also have the ability to give a destination folder path name. Okay, so let's just start to make the project by creating a new document. And then copy script.py. And then open it with your favorite code editor. In my case, I use Visual Studio Code. Okay, the first thing you need to do is import two important library on Python, which is OS and then sudo. Okay, the next thing you have to do is determine the source path, the current path of the project, and also you have to determine the path of the copied file. So the first thing you do is determine the source path, which is the projects folder. To do that, we have to determine the current path first, which is current path is the path where the script is stored. So when you are moving to another folder, you don't have to rewrite the path. So if you want to write it automatically, you can use os.cywd like this and try to print it. And run the code. Oh, sorry. Get cwd. Okay, now you get the path, which is running, which is where the Python script is located. So the next one is you have to determine the source path, which is you have to join the current path with this project folder name. So to do that, we are using an OS path join. The first argument is current path. And the second one is the folder name, which is project. Okay, let's try to print the source path and run the code. Okay, you got the path to your project folder, which this folder you'd like to copy to multiple folder. Okay, now next step, how to copy operation work. Let's write a function on Python, which is a copy function that we could customize with the code that we want to the copy function to behave. So let's create a copy function here, and the first and the destination. For the destination folder, we have to write the destination folder here is equals to, since we are need to copy it in the same directory here, we will use the same path but with a different name. Os path join current path and destination folder. Okay, and to copy the files from the source path to the destination folder, we can use the shuttle library, which is you have to write the shuttle copy tree and enter the first parameter here is the source path, and the second one is destination folder. Okay, then in the end of file, don't forget to call the function here. Okay, let's run the code, and you got your destination folder. Let's check file inside. Okay, that's identical, same. Okay, but the problem is we have to rename it with the prefix in the end of the folder name. So we will change to project, and we have to make a iteration using a for x in range. Now we need to enter how many files that we would like to regenerate. For example, we want to 100 file. Then we are moving this function here and give it the project name a prefix based on the X range. Okay, let's try to run the code. Okay, we have to cast it to string. Okay, let's run the code once again. Okay, and you've got the multiple project, which is very easy, and it saves you more time to work on that. Okay.